Friend, you ever heard the saying that said the chicken's so good it's gonna make you wanna slap your mama? Well, this the chicken they was talking about, friend. This the chicken, it'll do it to you. Stay tuned, you don't wanna miss this. Let's get started. So here I have the chicken. I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna remove the tip, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut it in the middle, and I'm gonna turn it into a flat and a drum. Okay, I don't know how people be saying like a flat is nasty or a drum is nasty when you literally cook it the same way and they literally came from the same chicken. Just say you prefer it than the other, because how it's nasty, friend, how they taste different. Make it make sense for me. Please tell me, explain it to me in the comments. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm also take my time and look through my chicken to see if any of the chickens have feathers in it, because baby, I don't want to feel like I'm eating Big Bird. Okay, Big Bird is my friend. I don't want to feel like I'm eating Big Bird, so I want to make sure I take my time and I sort through my chicken to make sure there's no feathers on there. Baby, if you don't mind eating Big Bird and you like the feathers in your mouth, then you go ahead and you skip that part. But baby, I can't do it. Next, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start sanitizing our meat. We're gonna use some lime juice, we're going to use some white distilled vinegar, and we're going to use 1 lime to clean our chicken. And this is to sanitize our chicken so that our chicken do not smell like outside. It don't have that raw smell, that stanky smell that I don't like. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it never bothered you, you don't know what I'm talking about, baby, then go ahead and skip that part. You know, it's very funny to me how certain people say that we don't have to clean our meat. They say there's no reason to clean your meat, right? That's their business if they don't want to clean their meat. But they say that you're spreading bacteria everywhere when you clean your meat, and you're more likely to get food poisoning like salmonella. It's funny because I'm from the island, and everybody I know from the island clean their meat one way or another. And I don't know not one soul that ever got salmonella poisoning. Not one. But then again, the same kind of people that said we should not clean our meat, I know a couple of them that got the salmonella. Child, let me just mind my business. Anyway, next we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start making some seasoning for this chicken. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna grab some bell peppers. You see, I got 3 different colors. It doesn't matter what kind of colors you use, as long as you use some kind of colors. Okay, some bell peppers. Boom. I have 1 green onion. You could also call it. Some people call it chives. Whatever. 1 green onion. Then I have a small onion. Then I have 1 bonnet pepper, and I have 4 garlic cloves. I also have some parsley. Okay, and then I'm going to also use 1 cube of chicken flavor bouillon, and I'm going to use 1 package of Sazon, and we're going to put all that into a blender, and we're going to make some seasoning for this chicken. Okay, this is called EPIS. We're also going to add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, or any kind of oil your heart so desire. We're going to blend it all together, puree it until it become one as a unit. You can use the seasoning mixture in so many things, friends, so many things. I have a whole video that is dedicated just to the seasoning. If you want to learn more about it, go ahead and watch that video, because right now the chicken is the star of the dish. Okay, so we got to focus back on the chicken. Unlike some of y'all, that's why nothing good happens to you, because you're always trying to steal the spotlight when it's not about you. But you know what, let me mind my business. Learn to be happy for some people sometimes. Shoot. Then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna remove the limes, and we're gonna rinse that chicken out. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna remove all the sanitizing things that we put in there, the vinegar, the lime, everything. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna remove it, we're gonna give it 2 rinse, and we're gonna go ahead, we're going to pat the chicken dry. After we strain it, we're gonna pat it dry, and then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start seasoning it up. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of the EPIS. Then we're going to add 1 cube of chicken flavor bouillon, or you can call it Maggie, because baby, my whole life I've been calling it Maggie. It's the other day I found out that it's actually called chicken flavor bouillon. When I read the box, I was like, wow, learned something new today. But yes, you go ahead, you're gonna add 1 cube of that. If you don't like chicken flavor bouillon, you could always substitute it for adobo or another kind of seasoning that you do like. All right, and when you're putting the Maggie in there, you can't just drop it in there. You see how I'm crumbling it up? That's what you got to do. You got to crumble it up in there, or it ain't gonna turn out right and people gonna talk about you. Then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add our seasonings. We're gonna add garlic powder, onion powder, we're gonna add seasoning salt, we're gonna add adobo, we're gonna add paprika, we're gonna add cayenne, and we're gonna add some hot sauce. Here comes Sally. Here comes Sally in the corner. Gonna be talking about some that's too much seasoning. Nah, Sally, that's not too much seasoning, Sally. This is gonna actually taste good. It's gonna have some flavor, Sally. Just listen, okay? Listen, I'm trying to tell you, friend. Mind your business, because this is my business. I'm trying to tell you this business is gonna be all that. All right. All right. We're going to add some hot sauce. I'm adding my favorite hot sauce, which is the JCS hot sauce. You can use whatever kind of hot sauce your heart so desire, because that's your food and that's your business, friend. But this is the one that I like, so that's the one I gotta use. And you thought it was done? Nah, friend, we just getting started. Because when something's your favorite, baby, I keep them by the pound. Okay, I always keep one around. Hey, every time I say something that rhyme, I be thinking I should be a little rapper or whatever. But yeah, then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put that in there. And then we're going to go ahead. I have to show you guys. I have to find a big bottle. Look at that. The big bottle. I was too excited, like a kid at the candy store. You couldn't tell me nothing. Then I went ahead and I put some buttermilk, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 2 eggs. And the reason we're adding this is so that it can make your chicken sticky, and it can make the flour stick onto your chicken when it's time for you to coat your chicken, okay? That's why we put that in there, because we need it to stick. That's why some people use mustard, but I don't want to use mustard in this recipe. What I'm using is what I'm using, baby. That's my business. If you want to use the mustard, baby, that's your business. Simple as that. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to cover it up, and we're going to let it sit in the refrigerator for 24 hours, if possible. If possible. This is the EPIS that I told you. You're going to make sure you put it in a container that can be closed, because you don't want it to be opened up in your refrigerator just sitting there, because anyway, that's nasty. But you don't want to do that too, because the smell is very strong, because you know you got garlic in there. So make sure it's closed up in the refrigerator. Then I had this little container, you guys, right? It's the top for like aluminum tray. And I was like, oh, let me just use this, so I ain't got to wash no dish when I'm done. So I did go ahead and started using it. I put 2 cups of flour in there. I put some adobo in there. I put some seasoning salt. I put a little bit of paprika in there. And I put a little bit of cayenne, you guys. You guys, listen. I was trying to get all of the cayenne, right? I was trying to get all the cayenne, and there was really none in there. So I was trying to really get it all. Not me dropping it in there, child. That's what happened when you try to be greedy. When you try to be greedy, that's what happened, because I should have just left it alone. But either way, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to mix everything into the flour so the flour can have some flavor. You always make sure you season your flour, okay? I did add a 1/2 cube of the chicken flavor bouillon. Make sure you season your flour, like I said, because that's some of the flavor. You want that breading to taste good. Don't just put your chicken in no bland, unseasoned flour, friend. Don't do that. People gonna talk about you and how your fried chicken nasty, and you need to go back to your mama house, because you don't even know how to fry some fried chicken. A friend, and it will be at that moment that he knew you was not wifey material, and all you know how to do is twerk, go outside, eat hot Cheetos. Then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put the chicken in there, and I'm just putting the flour all over the chicken. Okay, you guys, I did have to change containers, y'all, because it was a hole in it. I found out it was a little hole in it. But anyway, all I'm doing is I'm moving my chicken side to side like that, so I can shake it off for any excess flour. And if I see any spots where there's no flour, I did pat some flour on there, okay? But I'm just doing this so I can remove the excess flour. And the reason you do that is because you don't want to dirty your oil too quick. That's why your oil get dirty. Then you're going to put your chicken in a deep fryer and cook it at 300 degrees. You don't want to cook it higher than 300 degrees, because what will happen is the flour will burn, but the chicken will be raw on the inside. That's the salmonella I was talking about. You're going to be sick. And you don't want to cook it too slow, because the chicken, which is like at a lower heat, because the chicken will absorb that oil, which will make you have an oily mess, okay? So 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Then you're going to let them fry. These chicken wings are mine. I'm going to let them fry. Hey, 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 these chicken wings are mine. I'm going to let them fry. Boom! Let's give these beautiful pieces of chicken a moment of silence for the beauty that they hold. And this is how they will look once you let them chicken wings fry, friend. Look at them chicken wings. Them pretty wings, them pretty wings, them pretty wings. Oh, child, them chicken wings so freaking pretty, child. I'm trying to tell you, friend. These chicken wings will have that man asking you, how many bridesmaids did you want to give him, baby? When he already told you he ain't even looking for no relationship. I'm trying to tell you, friend. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Until next time.